friends, it's 4:38 p.m. Today is Thursday, and is it Thursday? Yes, Thursday, August 10th. Okay, today was CPI news, and today is CPI, so no bias, right? It is a levels game today. During and after CPI, price is going to move due to price in the balancing phase since August 3rd. To narrow it down, last 4 days of price action, high and lows needs to be taken out for the move. Now tomorrow is PPI as well, so the price will build a base for the PPI move today, and then tomorrow you want to see a follow through. If buyers are active, which I think they are in general, then you will not see the price holding it below preferred buyers area or aggressive buyers area for a long time. During news it can go through it, but only tails. If you see the opposite, then sellers will become active and they will target backup buyers area. Okay, so the whole idea was a move may happen within last 4 days range or outside. Ideally you want to see in order to have a greater move, and buyers are in control in general, they are active, and you will not see price holding it below preferred buyers area or aggressive buyers area for a longer time. During news it can only do tails below those areas, right? And dream numbers 243, 277, and I love my dream numbers. Why? Because of this. See, during CPI, right? I said 30 CPI news. So before I proceed, even look at preferred sellers area. Very carefully chosen location. See that 440, 430, this area I labeled as a preferred sellers area for today. Look at preferred buyers area 135, 146. See that? Now look price what it did during CPI. Went up, rejection, went down, rejection, closed here. The point is the careful selection of this area. Okay, now that's why I took the exit here. See, it was predetermined. Remember I tweeted this trade, right, from here to here, right, in Twitter, and I said this exit was predetermined, right? So this is because of this. I was waiting for this area. This area was not being tested from last 3 days, and it was due for that. So that's why I choose this location as a preferred sellers area. Now, so I picked up both this long and long from here and here and here also. So my live trading was 360, 370 to 440. Okay, my sim trading was this 254 to 440. Okay, this one, it's a different arrow here. I did not take the long, but I was in Discord, so I was saying, I was guiding them through the price action. The first thing I noticed, right of the open, so I'll talk about CPI in a few minutes. So right of the open, price came down to this dream number. See, during CPI also it touched this 243 dream number and it held it. Then after open it touched 277 dream number and bounced. So that was the first clue that this area could become a low of the day. That's what dream number does sometimes. When they touch it and bounce, that area could become a high or low of the day. So that was the idea I was playing in my mind at that time, not mine but in Discord. And then when price bounced, that's where I started giving support real time. That 300, 320, now it has to hold it. Then it has to go through 355, 369 and turn them into support. So price was doing that slowly, stair stepping, and 335 also, which is 336 line, this line. So if someone wants to grab a long, I think few of the members did get the long here and here, but I choose to wait till this red line it's taken out, because that's where the momentum quickly comes. And if because of this, at this point, when price was here, if buyers were strong, they will hold this area 369 you know, 370 to the tick. So hold on, so you can see it right here, see that, to the tick they held it. That's where I went long, and my exit was this. Okay, so and then I said it's a call it a day of level, you know, because ES hit this area. So I was waiting when price was here, NQ was here, right? So this was a naked dream number also, so price can technically get a rejection from here. Okay, so we were observing this area when it was, and it hit first time here, right? Price came down a little bit and we were observing it, and I said, you know what, dream numbers are dream number, it may get a reaction, but you don't want to see price going through this level, you know. So we were holding it, and at that time ES was here, so I said ES has a room to go all the way up to here, and if NQS by that time gets here, then we'll bail out. So that's why we held this trade, you know, otherwise I would have built out at 397. Then ES jumped up, NQ went higher. You know, I was carefully watching position at 420, 410, all this thing. The moment it hits here, I was out, right? So that was the morning trade, right? So I covered this price action, right? ES at that time when this 369 was happening, ES was right here. See, but ES, you know, I don't want to mess around with 20 level. See, I love my 20s. People knows that in this call. Otherwise this would have been good long here, right there, you know, but it was little bit aggressive. Now if you were following story in Discord, you know, that I said 09 is important, you know, and most likely the move will start from 09, you know, the middle. We talked about the middle. 09 was the middle, and here I said 300 or so, which was the middle also, you know. So the move started from there of the open, right? So this was the first clue, then it sliced through this entire thing, right, and then it made a new high. So at this point, you know, this was do or die. So if someone wants to take a long, this was the long location, but because of the 20 I did not take a long in ES, but I used that 23 as a playground to go long here. Okay, now during CPI, right, so this was the trick here. During CPI, when price went up, got rejection from this powerful blue line, came down, right? So remember I said buyers are in control, right, and above preferred buyers area. So preferred buyers areas was here, right, and ES was holding this higher time frame levels, you know, despite yesterday's down move, right? So which was closing was at 91, price was, you know, holding it pretty much above this closing entire overnight. Okay, so buyers were in control, you know, based on this price action going into CPI, you know, and these are the higher time frame levels we are talking about. Okay, so when price went higher like this, right, the first time this aggressive buyers and sellers area, obviously it's a powerful 23 area, 20s area, right? So it got rejection, then it came down like this, see, spike up, came down, right? So basically it was a stop run, then it came down, went all the way down below this 98, it's a good level, you know, and then it bounced back up, right, closed above 4500. So that was the first sign. At the same time, see, ES NQ, right, it opened right at this dream number 277, right? There was another dream number sitting right at 243. So price went up, blue line first time touched, came down, we were watching it, you know, it came down, touched 243, bounced back up, this up and mid, you know, people try to short it, slice through it. See, at this point, you know at least that buyers are in control now, you know, right here you will know. And the moment it went above dream number again, this 277, right, this is the confirmation that buyers are back in business. In RTH, most likely it will go higher, you know. That's why this was a long here, we took it, you know. Now ES, look at ES, right? So I don't have 1 minute chart, but you know, see, ES should not, see, this is a super aggressive buyers area, watch us this. So once price went above it of the during CPI and then closed below it, this area should act as a resistance. Okay, this 09 area. But then here you see sliced through it, then came back up all the way, and then it pulled back right around open, right into this area. So whoever got trapped, they took the long again, you know, or they held their position. So that's why this kickoff came in. Okay, then here when they touched it, I said now call it a day off if you are profitable, and then start observing 397, 369, 355. If price goes below 397, that's the first warning sign. Here I said 35, you know, 35 was the level. I gave it in Discord. So I said if it goes below 35 and this guy goes below 397, I said it's a first warning. If it goes below 369 and ES goes below 27, it's a second warning. Then I said day is screwed, sellers could be active. Now in order to do that, even we don't have to wait till price to go here, you know. So in Discord I gave them exact location for selling, you know, but we didn't short it, but we know that if this rejection from here, if it is a valid sellers, I said you will not see price going. See, once price hit 397, right, I said don't take longs. It could do a fail breakdown, but in order to do play a fail breakdown, I said it has to go above 420, 418 area, which is this, and 418. And at the same time I said ES 36 and 38 to watch, you know. If both gets rejection, then problem for buyers, you know. So here first time it touched 18, you know, then it came down, made a new low, then again it came back up, touched 20 right here, ES touched 38. At that time it was do or die. If price goes through it, I said then you look for long. If gets rejection, make a new low, day is good. So this is the early warning, you know, we captured it. That's why there is a short there. Okay, now that's why it's different arrow, you know. We were just observing it, you know, that hey, if sellers are here and they responded, day is good, you know. And once price goes below 369, you know, more sellers become active. More sellers become active below 27, right, this 27. Then you can take short if you want to, you know. So when price went down like this, see, I waited for a price to go down below 355, 321, 336, 321, you know, all these levels I waited. Price sliced through like this. Now all these buyers are in trouble at this point. Reversal may come, you know. So here I said at least it will go back to 355. ES will go back to 23 or 27. That is what I said in Discord. Actually ES I said 23. So right here when ES was at 13 and NQ was at 300, then it bounced. After some chopping, it went to 355. ES went to 27. That's where I took the short in NQ, not in ES, in NQ. And then see ES 27, see that? Then it went down, right? I collected my points, right? And then I was done for the day, you know. Now, so after that, right, so I played all the SIM accounts, pretty much all this trading in SIM account, you know, pretty much. But then it was very nice trading today, you know, like very good in terms of reading, because price moved that way. So after this, you know, there is no trade here. Then price went down because super aggressive buyers area again defended, right? So there is no trade here. But when price sliced through this entire CPI move, that's where, you know, now sellers are dominating, okay, which is with this move. Now see here, correct? So at this point price ES also went through it, right? So there was a long here also, you know, at this stage So if you look at it very carefully, 200 was NQ's Globex low. Okay. ES already went through the Globex low. So ES was like went through it when this candle was running. NQ couldn't go below 200. Pretty much, you know, it was like close to it or at it, while ES went down further, right? Now at that time, which was around 12.25 or 27, this was price was filling the gap here, right? And if you look at AD, it was still plus 250 or so. So it was a bullish disconnect, minor, right? So that will give a rise, especially after this exhaustion and looking at this up move, you know, there'll be a buyers left over there, you know. So but you have to wait for the conditions. The condition was this, you know, it sliced through this Globex low, this did not, and then you see a bounce, right? The moment it bounced, went through this 231, 218 aggressive bias area right here, there was a long right here at 231, you know, around 1235, and the same time you can take a long in ES, you know, at 94, 95, which is right at this low, you know, right here around here. See, when it went through it, pull back right here, there was a long. Okay, now you target what, right? You target this high basically, you know. So and then you're done. Okay, and here same thing. Now why this short then, right? See, this was a long and short together. Why? So this was a first hour low in ES, right? And now consider this. See this balance? 2 times buyers bought it, and then finally got rejection, right? On the way up, straight up like this, right? And AD was still trending down, not going much, right? So look at this. See, if you want to see it carefully, look at this way. See this? When price was here, AD was here. When price went higher, AD was still even not higher, but actually it's lower. See that? So it's AD divergence. So, and first of all low, balance bottom, short right there. You know, same thing for NQ. See, NQ was also touching this first hour low, dream number. 2 attempts here, people bought it. Here people bought it. Price sliced through it. Again people bought it here. Price sliced through it. Now balance bottom short. Okay. Now that short, when you take it, right, you have a luxury to expect a new low, or you can buy back right here, you know, and then wait. Okay, same goes for ES, because price can do a double bottom here, right? Then now the question is, you want to see this area where you bought it, right? Somebody else also bought it. So this area, once price sliced through it, right, you two are taking a profit here, but once price sliced through it, at least now you know these buyers are trapped. But you are not trapped, because you already take the profit for the short and long profit here, right? So you are watching now. When price sliced through it like this, then it touched this low, it could make a double bottom here, right? Same thing goes for ES, right? So here you have to wait to see what happens with these buyers. So when price went up, these buyers, look at the exact location, see that? And levels too, our level is 31, right? Look at this, multiple attempts, sliced through it, made a new low. See, this was your confirmation that now price wants to go down. See, same thing here. See, this buying turns into sellers, made a new low right here, right? And then it popped back up like this, you short right there. So basically you are picking up your short wherever you left off, right? Right here, the same short which you took a profit here, you're picking up again after confirming, and now you are looking for finally this 76 area, you know. And same thing in ES, you're now NQ, you're looking for preferred buyers area. See that? NQ you pick up the same short, after confirmation right here. Then you take a profit here, right? And then when ES touched here, so you take a profit right into this area right here, 78.50, yesterday's low. Then when price goes up, you don't do anything because now price in the support went down, straight down here, right? Considering PPI tomorrow, price is not going to tend too much today, right? And it's a preferred buyer's area. So I went long right here, both of them, and I bailed out right here. That's it, So it was a very good day today and very good price action, Now we'll see how tomorrow's plays out. Price is still technically in the last 4 days range, right? But now the range is even expanded more. So now I have no clue, So tomorrow NQ can test this area and still damn thing can bounce, okay? Or it can test this area, okay? So let's see what happens. And that'll be all for today.